Often when I get together with my long-term best friends, we as a group often pose statements and questions to one another, such as, remember when we would get together after school on a Friday and stay up all night playing games and watching endless YouTube videos, with the only care in the world being school on a Monday? Or, do you remember the time when we tried to make our own AI-generated movie using that crazy software? Before it became popular, may I add. Or, what about the time you and me? What about the time we? Or, what about the time? Yes, oftentimes me and my group of friends look back on the times we shared together with great and fond memories, or what this is more commonly known as nostalgia. But what is nostalgia? A quick Google search brings up the Oxford Languages definition of nostalgia, which is a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. But this definition doesn't quite fully encapsulate the true meaning or force of nostalgia. Cambridge Dictionary describes it a little differently. They see it as a feeling of pleasure and also slight sadness when you think about things that happened in the past. Another valid point they make is referring to nostalgia as a wave or a sudden strong feeling of certain memory or memories. I resonate with this definition over the previous simply for the fact that they mention sadness. Personally, when I feel nostalgic, I often tend to feel the effects of sadness much more often than the effects of happiness. So what exactly is nostalgia and why do we feel it? Is it a happy feeling? Maybe a sad one? Possibly both? Why do we feel like the good times are always past us, yet living in those aforementioned good times felt like nothing special and even in certain instances, possibly even agonizing? There's a very famous quote from one of my personal favorite shows, The Office, that perfectly encapsulates this feeling.
The weird thing is, now I'm exactly where I want to be. I got my dream job at Cornell, and I'm still just thinking about my old pals. Only now they're the ones I made here. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
So obviously, nostalgia isn't only looked fondly upon. A deeper dive into the word's origins shows us this. Nostalgia gets its comeuppance from the Greek words of nostos and algos, which mean return home and pain respectively, while also sharing some German origin with the word, and I'm sorry for this pronunciation, but Heimweh, which is referred to as a sort of homesickness. So with a more thorough look into the word's origins, we can clearly see that it seems to reflect mainly sadness. So why is it when we feel nostalgic, it's mostly corresponded with a good or happy feeling? Well, through my dive into the madness that is this topic, I found out that there are actually two different types of nostalgia, restorative and reflective. Writer Jason Crosby breaks down the main differences between the two perfectly. Crosby starts by stating, restorative nostalgia involves happy moments and associations with the past. When we feel restoratively nostalgic, we are likely to feel motivated to seek out new and rewarding experiences. So, good and wholesome, right? Basically, restorative nostalgia can be bluntly summarized as the good type of nostalgia. The author also states, reflective nostalgia may often make us feel gloomy and disappointed, making it seem that the present moment doesn't compare to our memories, preventing us from moving forward and making new positive experiences. So basically, bad nostalgia.
You're watching One Piece. Next, it's martial arts madness with the Ninja Turtles. Then get into gear with F-Zero GP Legend, only on 4Kids TV.
Welcome back to the Flintstones.
Uh-oh, here they come.
On the 1970 edition of Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Using that info, I wanted to do a deeper dive into what nostalgia truly is. Is it bad? Is it good? Maybe both? I know and fully understand that this question has more than likely already been asked and delved into, with probably not a clear-cut answer. but I would like to try and formulate my own. My first step into this abyss of a topic was to see how psychologically nostalgia can affect us. I first started with the Psychology Today article, Understanding the Nostalgic Brain, by Dr. Hal McDonald. His key points were simple, direct, and easy to understand. The first key takeaway is, nostalgia is a complex, multifaceted emotion. A point with which I can totally agree, based on the previous section of this video. The next key point says, the four components involved with nostalgia are self-reflection, autobiographical memory, emotion regulation, and reward. And the final key point is, the brain systems associated with these components work together to produce our subjective experience of nostalgia. So, what does this mean? And why is it important? While all points were much needed to get a deeper understanding of what nostalgia is and how it works, I believe that the most important statement that the author made was that of subjectiveness. Everybody has nostalgia of something, but just because you have nostalgia for it doesn't mean Sally Sue Next Door does. What the fuck? Seeing that word, subjective, really lit a fire under me. So I wrote a few questions, got a couple friends together, as well as my girlfriend, and asked them said questions.
Greasy Bingling the Fourth.
Demetrius DeMarcus Bartholomew James III Jr.
And my girlfriend, Princess Pretty. I actually forgot to ask her to say a funny name, so we'll just use that. What is the item, place, or thing that pops into your head when I say nostalgia?
Anytime I used to experience holidays, I would always be with my family, and that's what I remember most from growing up, is just holidays.
That's fair.
Because my family, we were always big on holidays, and that's why I'm so big on holidays.
Yeah.
The fucking SpongeBob games on PS2. Any of them?
Oh,
They're,
yeah.
Like, like some of them were really shitty. The fucking Atlanta Square Panthers game, that game fucking sucked ass. But
I
still
never played
it.
that one.
It was so bad.
I only played like the ones that were good.
Battle for Bikini Bottom, obviously.
Yep.
And the movie
game. Yep. What's the party one? Lights,
Camera, Pants.
Yes, sir.
Creature from the Krusty Krab.
Okay, I played that one. That one fucking sucked.
No, that was amazing.
Dude, when fucking SpongeBob gets the weird ass face, as a kid I was like, what the?
the driving
Yes,
game.
I was like, that's not SpongeBob.
You know, I love that game.
All right.
Like my house, like growing up, I don't know, just like there's like certain things, like when I think of like nostalgia, I'm just like back then, and I can think of like all these different things, but like I mainly go back to like my childhood house and how it looked when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm. The next question is, what is nostalgia?
I don't know.
What is nostalgia?
Oh,
It can be...
It's a subjective...
Nostalgia could be anything. Nostalgia could be a place, a person, a thing, an area.
True.
It could be a time of day.
Yep.
You could see the sun in the middle of the day and think of something.
Mm-hmm.
That's nostalgia. You could see... you could skip a rock and think of another time. That's nostalgia. You could fall down the stairs and break your neck for the second time. That's nostalgia.
Damn. If you break your neck twice, you should... That's probably...
You should probably avoid stairs.
Yeah, you should probably not go downstairs anymore.
大変だクイナが家の階段で転んで死んだ
Bingo Bob the 8th?
Greasy Bingling the Fourth.
Yeah, my bad.
I just watched the... I don't know what season it was, but the season of South Park where Mr. Garrison was Trump, and he was like, he actually became president.
Yeah.
And like the member berries were a thing. You know, talk.
Yeah, remember Alex? Remember? Hey, remember Ghostbusters? Oh, I remember. Remember Slimy? Oh, I love Slimy.
How could someone think these things are bugs?
Remember Star Wars? Remember Darth Vader?
It's like that feeling of missing the old times.
Is nostalgia a happy feeling, a sad feeling, or both?
Both.
Both?
Easily both.
Nostalgia is anything it can be. Like exactly what you were saying. Nostalgia is looking at the sun and thinking about something. Nostalgia is just anything.
Anything?
It's not even a feeling. It's just something that occurs in life.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time it's happy, but it can be sad.
Yeah, like kind of like bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
Is nostalgia good or bad or both?
Good.
Good?
Those who forget the past tend to repeat it.
Fair?
Yeah,
so you're saying like nostalgia can be good or bad, but it's bad to not feel nostalgia. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Rather
Okay.
feel nostalgia
Than not
nothing
feel
at
it.
all.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was going to say, to be honest.
Okay.
I think it's good.
Like mainly good or?
Yeah, like I think it's good overall.
Do you often catch yourself feeling nostalgic without meaning to?
Absolutely. I feel like it's more of a spontaneous
You
feeling.
think so?
I have like 1,800 hours in Binding of Isaac Rebirth, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not playing it to be like nostalgic of the old times, because like I'm still just a degenerate who loves playing it.
Yeah.
You know?
But
like,
do you feel nostalgia?
Of course I do. Yeah, but
Yeah, like say you get.
I don't feel like it's the main drive. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Yeah, like whenever the weather starts warming up, like I think of like this past like warmer weather times like summer and stuff and translate them into the time that's coming.
That's wedding. What are you most nostalgic about?
Mine's dumb as fuck.
It's got to be deep.
No, mine's dumb as fuck.
Yeah?
Because, bro, I'll do things. It's literally what Eric just said. I will literally continue to play Ark Survival Evolved and tame dinosaurs because I have memories with like
With other
with
dinosaurs?
shit going on in like the background.
Yeah.
Because I played it in different areas, different houses, and
Yep.
shit. And anytime I tame one of those, boom, all those things flash back to me right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking crazy, no matter how I do it. And I'll see something or something will happen, same thing. Same thing.
Yep.
Fucking my old house, McAlvin Street.
Yep.
Like you lived there and Scott lived there, and everything just made sense. It was so simple.
Yeah.
Like, and we didn't realize how easy it was.
That's true.
Like, it's fucked up. Like, oh, I wish I was a kid. That's my answer.
Probably like old like toys and snacks because I was at home a lot. And so like going to like Toys R Us and picking out a new toy and like eating all these snacks that you literally cannot find anywhere today. The little fish nuggets they had at McDonald's, I ate that shit
I
up.
don't even know what you're talking about.
See?
Gotta catch 'em all. Well, Cartoon Network has 'em all. More Pokemon episodes than anyone, ever. The only way to get more Pokemon is to move to Japan. But we'll save you the trouble. 4 nights a week, Monday to Thursday, Cartoon Network is giving you Pokemon at 8:30 and 9. 2 episodes a night, 4 nights a week. You do the math. Gotta catch 'em all? The best place to is Cartoon Network. It's Pokemon, Monday through Thursday nights at 8:30 and 9 on Cartoon Network.
And now an uncomfortable moment with Patrick.
So, as you can see, everyone had completely different answers, just as I assume you, the viewer who's watching, did as well. That doesn't mean any of the answers that were given were wrong. Nostalgia is, by definition, subjective, and every answer is completely valid. With these interviews and a little bit of digging online, I can confidently say nostalgia is not good. Now, hear me out. Before you leave a nasty but well thought out comment, I decided to look at the mental health side of things and how nostalgia could possibly lead to a decline. I found a wonderful article on Harley Therapy Mental Health blog by Dr. Sherry Jacobson. Now, she does state that research recently shows nostalgia as a mental health positive that helps us stay in tune with who we are and how we feel. But in the same article, she goes into detail the kind of horrors that experiencing too much nostalgia can lead to. You could be so caught up in nostalgia that it leads to mental health issues. You could feel trapped in your current situation and feel as if in the past you didn't have these restrictions, leading you to despise your current lifestyle. Reminiscing too much shows a sign of discomfort in your current life. Are you always comparing your past life with the life you have now? Do you think your past life was better than it currently is? Thoughts like this can lead to a multitude of mental illnesses, such as, but also not limited to, rumination, depression, love and romance addiction, and even anxiety. The way I see it is nostalgia is like an over-the-counter pain reliever. It's good in small doses and in moderation, but too much and it'll kill you. So why is nostalgia looked so fondly upon when too much of it can lead to a plethora of mental health issues? Why do you even feel compelled to reminisce on the past in the first place, if it could lead to a depression or anxiety or even worse? A small amount of nostalgia couldn't possibly hurt somebody, right? Well, until that leads the individual down the path of living their life always looking behind them, always feeling like yesterday was somehow better. Now, it's easy to see the connection. If you don't ever look forward to anything in your life and only think all the good times are behind you, of course it could lead to a lack of meaning in your life, or possibly feeling lost. The saying, "Looking through rose-tinted glasses," sums it up perfectly. Now, I'm not saying we should have a war on nostalgia or try and not experience it ever. If anything, I'm the most nostalgic person that I know, but I also think that I need to step back and live life more in the present rather than the past.
There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
If you truly take anything out of this experience, then I ask that you make sure it's this. Live life. Enjoy it. You'll never know when it ends or if it's ripped away from you. Then just step back and smell the roses while they're still in bloom. Yeah, so this isn't scripted. I just want to say thank you for watching. It meant a lot. This video took a long time to make. I know I've been slacking a little bit. It was really hard to finish for some reason. But I just really want to thank you so much for watching this, especially making it to this part. All the videos that I used will be in the description. So go ahead and check those out. Give those people a follow. And yeah, I'll just leave you guys with this.
In the video, I interviewed two gay lovers.
It doesn't matter because you can...
Fuck you!